At risk serious mental illness screens. Children of spectrum with mood disorder or schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. Alien mental disorder of state involving and return is in relation between thought when emotion and behavior, leading to vicious perception, inappropriate action and feelings, withdrawal from reality and personal relation into fantasies and delusion, and sense of mental fragmentation. Video. At risk for serious mental illness screen, children of spectrum with mood disorder or schizophrenia. Schizophrenia, a long-term mental disorder of the taste involving a breakdown, is in relation between thought, emotion, and behavior, leading to visual perception, inappropriate action, and feelings withdrawing from reality as personal relation into fantasies and delusions and sense of mental fragmentation. Video.
Brandon's having a rough day today. Then I can't take you to the beach. You can't even see. I know. Wow. Come draw with me. I gave her some medicine to try to help her so that she's not feeling so angry. Not that I like to do it, but it has to be done so that she can calm herself. Right now, Brianna is diagnosed with several things: dissociative disorder, NOS, autism spectrum disorder, sensory integration disorder, psychosis disorder, NOS, mood disorder, NOS. And the NOS stands for not otherwise specified. All the doctors have told me and my husband to be prepared that usually they wait until the child's closer to 7 or 8 to diagnose early onset schizophrenia. Today, Brianna is 6.5 years old.
Application in nursing. Nursing assessment. Recognized schizophrenia not characteristics and symptoms of schizophrenia. Speech abnormality to disorders for social interaction. Stability truth and report to styles of chats with spectrum. Speed like spectrum is going to put you trance. Rigorous testing periods. Video.
All right, Tyree. Since you've been diagnosed with schizophrenia, have you been taking your medication?
Yeah. I've been taking them. I try to take them. Now, what medicine are you talking about?
What's wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? I'm going crazy now. No more gas in the red, can't even get started. Nothing heard, nothing said, can't even speak about it. I'm alive, I'm my head, don't wanna think about it. Feels like I'm going insane, yeah. It's a thief in the night to come and grab you.
What are these pros and cons? Pros. In many cases, people will display more compassion towards you if they understand that you have a mental illness. Cons. It is possible you will encounter discrimination, especially regarding exploitation. You will encounter such ignorant people, and you can either choose to ignore these or use these encounter to heal education dates. Some people may feel a little discomfort at first. Video.
Hey guys, and welcome to a new video today. Today I will be talking about my condition, schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a long-term mental disorder of a type involving a breakdown in the relation between thought, emotion, and behavior, leading to faulty perception and appropriate actions, and feelings withdrawal from reality, delusion, and a sense of mental fragmentation. I will now talk about the good and the bad of having schizophrenia. The first good thing about having schizophrenia is you can claim benefits, although this cannot be seen as good for some people. It means you do not have to worry about running out of money whilst looking for a job. Although this can lead to the person claiming benefits to become less willing to look for a job if they're claiming benefits such as personal independence payment. Another good thing about having schizophrenia is that you can park in disabled spaces and receive
Issue applied in Ecuador. The medical annuals rate of treaties for schizophrenia disorder is mental health. Service Watts 128 case per population of the people with schizophrenia disorders, where this is opposite facilities average of psychiatrists of nurse its mental health facilities. Video.
And one of the hyenas, of course, is just completely out of its mind. And one of the things that's really interesting, and you see this with the Muppets too, there was often a puppet that was like a crazy puppet, and its eyes would move in different directions. You know, and one of the things that happens with people who are schizophrenic is they show involuntary eye movements. And it's because you have a brain center that controls your eyes voluntarily, and you have another one that controls them involuntarily. So you can see that. Look ahead and try to move your eyes smoothly back and forth. You can't do it. You'll see that they jerk, okay? But if you put a finger in front of your face and then do this, they'll move perfectly smoothly, and that's because you're using different eye control centers, one voluntary and one more involuntary, and the involuntary one is actually more sophisticated. And so in schizophrenics, the involuntary eye control centers tend to disrupt the voluntary eye control centers, and that's likely part of the hallucinatory process, you know, because you have the ego in the schizophrenic that's being disrupted by processes underneath, fantasies and that sort of thing, and that looks like it's reflected in involuntary eye movements, like dream movements. So anyways, so much for the crazy hyena, and they're in real trouble. Now the king's eye, who's supposed to be keeping an eye on this and was supposed to be watching Simba, is trying to intervene, but I mean, look at him. He's like a delicious little bird, and so that's not working out very well. Anyways, and then you see this immediate juxtaposition.
Conclusion. In conclusion, schizophrenia is a serious disorder that affects mission and mission of people. Relation to colleagues and creates problems because of this. This is something that should not be taken lightly and it is hard worse. The dense person should seek immediate medical attention to help to overcome these situations. Video.
Hello, my name is Ari Rawal, and this is my introduction and conclusion for my speech, my informative speech regarding schizophrenia. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with my introduction and then move on to my conclusion. Everyone is out to get you. There's no escape. Person over there in the red shirt, you thought you knew him, but you're not sure if you'd seen him before, but you felt like he was watching you. You felt like he keeps coming back. You felt like he's just staring at you. He might be working for the government, and you're just not sure. Imagine a life in which these were your everyday thoughts, that you were unsure of what you perceive around you is real, and you're just not sure what's fake and what's real. This is the tragic, everyday reality of someone suffering from schizophrenia. The basic problem becomes the fact that you are not able to really agree with what you're seeing and what you believe. Schizophrenia is a tragic condition, and unfortunately, while it's been around for and seen for centuries, that many people have little basic knowledge about. Being in the medical school, I've seen many patients at our hospital who suffer through schizophrenia, and I've
Stop
seen
the telephone.
debilitating effects that